Welcome to RaiderTalks Thursdays. I am Martin Navarrete here alongside Nick Ybarra. Today we'll be covering multiple topics, but first we will start off talking a little bit about that huge win against the Eagles.
Very huge win. That win boosted us up to first place in the AFC West, boosted us up to the second seed in the AFC overall. Man, we look good, really good.
Yeah, we've looked like a complete team against the Eagles. We look like a complete team against the Broncos the week before as well. So the last 2 weeks, we look really good and it's starting to look like a playoff team a little bit.
No, yeah, playoff team, maybe even a team that can go a long way in the playoffs. Man, this team is dangerous. I'm starting to see it.
Yeah, with this new revamped defense, we're looking really good. Gus Bradley has his defense looking very good. Greg Olsen has his offense looking really good. So it just seems like a good mix right now for the Raiders.
Yeah, no, we're playing all together and we're playing well. That's what's dangerous.
I want to mention the last couple weeks since the resignation of Gruden, how the Raiders look just very motivated to go out there. It's Raiders versus the world, and you can see it on the field.
No, yeah, you can see it. Everyone's eyes are against us, and we're playing with a chip on our shoulder, and we haven't disappointed anybody yet.
Yeah, with kind of the hit job they did on Coach Gruden, and the reports coming out that owners want Mark Davis out, it's not like the Raiders are just playing for themselves, just playing only for the team, playing for their contracts, but it's like they're playing for the shield. They're playing for Al Davis right now.
Yeah, no, all 53 men in that locker room are all brothers, and you see it all on the field. Everyone plays for one another. Everyone plays for the shield, because no one's bigger than the shield. So
it seems like it's more than football right now, and that is just putting us over the top and making us a really good team, making sure we really focus up, do everything right, and win ball games.
No, yeah, exactly what you just said. Just everything is going well right now, and we're winning ball games.
I want to talk a little bit about some of the news we got this week. Willie Snead asked for his resignation, and the Raiders granted it to him. This just seemed like a very bad situation for Willie Snead. I believe he's a good wide receiver, but when you got guys like Ruggs, Renfro, Edwards, Waller, Foster Moreau, Zay Jones, you know what I mean? It's just a tough situation for him, and I hope him the best going forward.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't a good fit, and I kind of knew it wasn't going to be a good fit. I thought he was actually going to get cut in preseason.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it sucks, but there was really no use for him, so.
Yeah, so I want to wish Willie Snead the best. I think he can be a big factor on another team, but we just got so many weapons on our team right now, and it was just a tough situation for him and all around.
No, yeah, it was. It was really tough for him, Raiders, everybody, just bad situation.
Coming out on Tuesday, the power rankings came out. On NFL and ESPN, they ranked the Raiders number 11. We were behind 5 other AFC teams, being the Bengals, Bills, Ravens, Titans, and Chargers. The Raiders are behind all of them, and the Raiders are the number 2 team in the AFC. So do you like these power rankings, or do you feel like it's a little
I think it's a little weird. Second seed in the AFC West, first place in the AFC West, second seed in the AFC, and we're not even a top 10 team in the NFL according to them. That's kind of weird, but we'll show them at the end of the season where we are.
Yeah, I definitely feel for sure we should be a top 10 team on those power rankings. Obviously, the power rankings don't matter. No one cares about power rankings. I know the Raider players don't care about power rankings, but they're fun to talk about. And, we have the Bengals over us. I understand that. They're playing good football right now. They are playing good football. They're playing against good teams, beating good teams. The Bills, I understand that. But they did lose last week. They're 4-2. Uh-huh. But I can understand that. They have dominated in some games. So they're a really good team. I feel like we should be ahead of the Ravens. We beat them. They got their butts kicked last game. Uh-huh. The Titans, they beat the Ravens, and they played really good. So I understand them being in front of us, and obviously the Chargers beat us. So it's understandable. All these are kind of understandable. But as a Raider fan, you just feel like, why can't we be second in the power rankings under AFC teams, because that's where we're at.
Yeah, no, as a Raider fan, you want to see your team as high up there as possible because then that means that other people are looking at your team as you do. Yeah. But I guess that's not the case here, but we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, ESPN NFL has us at 11, but we just need to play good football, and everything will fall into place. Power rankings don't matter here in week 7, you know what I mean? And we're going to the bye, 5-2, feeling good. The Chargers are a team that's 4-2. They're facing a tough team in the Patriots. They're playing at home, and you never know. They just got off a terrible loss, and they might lose, and the Raiders might go up some spots, and some other AFC teams might lose. But that'll be huge for the Raiders. The Chargers can drop one, and we'll be feeling really good going to that Giants game.
A game up with the Giants coming up, that would be really good if the Chargers were to lose.
Yeah. I have seen a couple stats that I found pretty impressive over social media involving our quarterback Derek Carr and defensive lineman Max Crosby. I just want to share those with you a little bit. For Mr. Derek Carr, since 2018, he has more passing yards than Aaron Rodgers, 14,475, a higher completion percentage than Russell Wilson at 68.7%, second most game-winning drives, 13, higher passing rating than Josh Allen with 99, and fewer interceptions than Tom Brady, 32. Also, games with 90-plus completion percentage. Had a great game last game. He got over 90 completion percentage. And this is 30-plus attempts. Derek Carr has 2 of those in his career. And every other QB in NFL history combined only have 1. So that's just crazy to me. Those are some pretty good stats, and it's just a testament to Derek Carr, how hard he's been working and how good he's been over the last couple of years.
Man, I've been trying to say how good this man's been for the Raiders organization. You know, you put a middle-of-the-pack defense behind him, and let's do this thing. And it's starting to show this year. You put that middle-of-the-pack defense, and it's showing. And we're 5-2 right now. Hopefully we can get this thing going. But, man, this guy has balled out most of his career, with an exception of maybe 1 or 2 bad seasons. But, no, he's been balling out his whole entire career. I'm starting. I like how everyone's starting to see that now.
The offense just seems more comfortable. They can play more comfortable. They don't have to feel like they need a touchdown every single time on the field. That puts a lot of pressure on the team because they got a good defense. They can get turnovers and are causing some 3-and-outs, a lot more 3-and-outs than years past. So it's just such a more comfortable offense right now, and Carr is able just to settle in and play the game.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's worried. He's got to worry about doing too much. You know, usually, you go out, maybe go 3-and-out on back-to-back drives. Man, you're down 14-0. Here with this defense, with this team, you can go 3-and-out maybe 2 or 3 times and maybe 3-0, 0-0. We've been seeing these past couple weeks, so it's very exciting to watch.
I mean, going to this season, Derek Carr has a lot of eyes on him. He has a lot of pressure on him already. Mm-hmm. So I'm thankful that Gus Bradley came in and revamped our defense, because Carr needed that. Carr needed a solid defense that he can depend on a little bit, because he's already got the pressure of the Raider Nation on his hands, the world on his hands, social media guys on his hands. So I feel like that was huge to have this defense get a little better so Carr can relax a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's doing. I like how he's not doing too much. He's just playing his own game, and there you go.
Yeah, he's played pretty impressive all year. And for Max Crosby's stat that I saw, Max Crosby has generated more QB pressures this season than 10 other NFL teams. Those teams being the Falcons, Dolphins, Jets, Eagles, Giants, Steelers, Patriots, Chargers, Ravens, and Colts. That's pretty impressive.
That was surprising to me. I know he had a lot, but knowing that he has more than 10 NFL teams, I mean, it looks like he's always in quarterbacks' face. But, man, that's a lot at 47 QB pressures through only 7 games.
I mean, Max just took a huge leap forward this season. Mm-hmm. His rookie season, he played good. He had 10 sacks his rookie season.
Yeah.
He had 10 sacks his rookie season. He played good. You can just see that he's going to be a future, like, great player, good player. And then last season, dealing with injuries a little bit all year, so it kind of held him down a little bit. But this season, he had 7 sacks last season. But this year, he just came in different. He came in great shape. You can see him working all over social media. He's working very hard. He's doing all the right things, and he really cares about this team. And he's just playing his butt off.
Yeah, no, I know he was going to be a problem this year because of all the stuff that he has been posting on Instagram and his social media. Gus Bradley's been talking about him a lot, and even Gruden was, very impressed by his off-season stuff. So, yeah, no, I was really excited and looking forward to him this season, and he's showing out.
Yes, he has. I want to talk a little bit about our interim head coach, Rich Bisaccia. He's now 2-0. He's looking at all the other Raider head coaches of all time and saying, what's so hard about that? What is so hard about that? And he's doing good. He looks like a good motivator out there. He is letting everyone do their job. The offense coordinator do your job. Defense coordinator do your job. Everyone just do your job, and everything will fall into place. I'm happy for him being 2-0.
Yeah, I'm really happy for him too because this thing could have went sour after the resignation of John Gruden. And a lot of people could have turned, and this just could have been a wreck. But it isn't. It's 2-0. He's got everyone playing well. Everyone's playing for him. Everyone loves him. And, man, I want him to be my coach next year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I hope the Raiders can continue to play well so he can come back next season. That would be tough if the Raiders somehow fall apart a little bit and we have to have a whole different thing going on. New general manager maybe. And maybe Gus Bradley might be gone. And right when we're getting good defense, our defense coordinator leaves because we're getting new head coaches. And yeah, I would love for him to stay. I like his presence out there. And he just seems like a smart football guy when you watch his press conferences as well.
Yeah, no, a lot of knowledge. I think he's got like 39, 40 years under his belt. Just a lot of knowledge, football knowledge. And, like I said, everyone loves him. And I can't wait to see what he's got the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm very proud of him. We're in our bye week, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. Just talk about a couple things. I want to hear who your favorite Raider player that you got to see play and your favorite legend, old school Raider player that you wish you got to see play.
Favorite player now that I've probably seen play is probably Derek Carr. I watched his last 2 years in college at Fresno State, and man, I was really excited when we drafted him, and my parents have season tickets in Oakland, and man, I would go watch him 8-10 times a season, and man, it would be really fun. That guy's arm talent is really special, and just seeing him on the field, man, he was and still is my favorite player.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch him, especially that 2016 season. That was just the MVP season for him. 2017, 2018 was a little tough, but it's definitely fun seeing Derek Carr get after it. For me, it would probably have to be Charles Woodson. It was just fun seeing him on the field. It was fun seeing him out there. I mean, it was just exciting. It felt like he made play after play after play. When you're watching the defense, you're just looking at him. You're just looking at Charles Woodson. What's Charles Woodson going to do? And he was just such an exciting player. I remember that game against the Broncos where he never had a pick against Peyton Manning ever this last season. And he goes out and gets 2. I remember there was a ball thrown up by Peyton Manning, and Woodson stole it from DJ Hayden because he was like, I'm getting this pick. And it's just a testament to him. He's an exciting player I got to watch live, and I'm very thankful for Charles Woodson. Being able to watch him before he retired. I'm glad he came back to the Raiders, and I'm very thankful for that. Now, who's your old Raider that you wish you got to see play?
I don't know. This one's kind of a hard one. Maybe Howie Long. Just how much of a beast he was on defense. Yeah. And I mean, I really haven't seen much out of defense and Raiders, and I don't know how long. But just seeing highlights and hearing stories that my dad would tell and everything, probably Howie Long, just because I wanted to see that beast on the field.
For me, it'll probably have to be the Snake, Ken Stabler. You hear of all these amazing games he's had. Holy Roller, Ghost of the Post, Sea of Hands. and it's just watching his highlights are exciting. He party all night and probably be sobering up about the second half, and that's when it gets serious. And I would just love to watch the Snake get after it, the lefty from Alabama. It just would have been fun to watch him. That's my dad's favorite player of all time, and that's probably my favorite Raider legend of all time that I wish I got to watch. And I want to shout another guy out on an old school player on defense that I wish I watched. I wish I was able to watch Jack Tatum play. Just the way he hits, his highlights, that would have been exciting.
Yeah, no, it's like same way. I've seen a little bit of highlights, just the big hits and everything. Man, that was. I bet you that was an exciting time to be a Raider fan.
So now we're going to talk. What are some of your favorite Raider moments in the Oakland Coliseum?
Man, I got like 3 of them. I think my favorite game, Raiders-Chiefs Thursday night. Chiefs were coming in hot. We weren't. I think we lost like 3 or 4 in a row. And this game was season on the line right here. I mean, this is season on the line. The Raiders have lost a few, and if the Raiders win this one, it feels like we're back on track. And I was at that game as well. Yeah, no, that was a really good game. We came out firing. I think Coop had like almost 250 yards. Carr was unbelievable, Crabtree. And that's the one that took like 5 plays, untimed plays, to win the ball game.
2 untimed downs.
Man, that was crazy. I was at that game. That game was loud. It was crazy. But yeah, that probably was my favorite game. I think Raider moment inside the Coliseum was Woodson's goodbye message. That was emotional. That was a little sad. The day his last game in the Coliseum, that was a little sad to see him go. And we got the dub for C-Dub, but that was a little sad. And then I think my all-time favorite Raider moment was the last tailgate in the Coliseum, Raiders-Jags. Because Raiders to me is family. Me and my mom and my dad and my brother, we would go to games. And that one we had like 20 to 30 people, family, friends, just others tailgating with us, drinking, partying, have a good time. That's my all-time favorite Raider moment because Raiders to me is family.
For me, it would have to be like inside the Coliseum, that game against the Chiefs. I was at that game too. He just mentioned it, 2 untimed downs. The Raiders threw to Crabtree. He pushed off. To pass interference. They go back. We throw it to, I believe it was Cordero Patterson in the back of the end zone. He's out of bounds. As a Raider fan, you're like, oh my goodness. And then there's a flag on the play. We get another shot. We're back near the end zone again. And then we do the old special play to Michael Crabtree. And that game was electric. I mean, it was electric. That was a great game. That was probably my favorite Raider moment inside the Oakland Coliseum. And I'll go back to the tailgates. I mean, tailgating in the Oakland Coliseum was different.
Yeah, it was.
You're lining up at 6, 7 a.m. To go tailgate, and it was just some of the best moments of my life being out there with all Raider Nation, with my family, with my dad. It was just awesome, those tailgates, and I'll miss that forever. I'll miss the Oakland Coliseum when the Raiders played there. It was definitely a little emotional when they left, but I'm an A's fan, so you're an A's fan too, so we still got the Coliseum for a couple more years, but it was tough for a little bit, but ultimately I was really pumped up and excited to go to Vegas.
Yeah, no, me too. I think it took me a year after they said we were going to Vegas. And then I was like, you know what? I'm excited. No sales tax, so you attract more free agents. I think that's a vacation destination, so, you attract just more free agents. And then the facility, the images of the facility, I was like, man, this is really what the Raiders needed. And, and then after that, I was really, really pumped up to see what it looked like.
So both of us have not been to a game in Allegiant Stadium yet, but we both did take the Allegiant Stadium tour. I want you to talk to me a little bit about it, and how did you enjoy it?
I was pumped. Before we went on the tour, a couple months before that, we went just to the gift shop. The gift shop is unbelievable. Raider image inside Allegiant Stadium is unbelievable. Then, you try to take a peek, but you can't see anything in that stadium from the glass doors or whatever. And then my uncle surprised me with tickets for my birthday. We went, and man, that stadium is bad. It's bad, like seriously. Just seeing it from the torch area, from the bar torch area, and that's all I needed to see right there. Just what a big improvement, first of all. And, just everything about that stadium is Raider, is about a Raider. From the black seats, to Mark Davis's, all white suites and all the suites and all the paintings that represent Vegas and the Raiders. And, man, I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, you walk in and you're like, no disrespect to the Coliseum, but, man, this is amazing.
When you walk in and check in, that little area is better than what the Coliseum has, to be honest with you. So just right there, I knew I was in for a great tour.
Yeah, the tour was great. If you guys don't know what you do in the tour, you walk around, you go into the booth, the broadcast booth. You go into Mark Davis's suite, which is pretty awesome. You go down to the media room, locker room, and onto the field. Eventually onto the field. It was a great tour. With my tour, we got a package where we can get something to eat and drink. Mm-hmm. And so we went up there. We got something to drink. So just sitting there, drinking, hanging out, and just looking out at the stadium was just awesome. It was beautiful. To be honest with you, I went to Allegiant Stadium about 1 or 2 months before I did the actual tour. And I was actually with you at that time.
Yeah.
And I'm driving because I drove up there, and we're driving and we're going past. I just saw the facility to the right in Henderson. We keep going, and we're on that road, and Allegiant Stadium's to the left of me. And I was with my friend Colby, and he's a 49er fan. He's a fake 49er fan, though, by the way. So we go, and I'm and there's tears in my eyes. Like, I was literally crying. I was literally like I was crying because I was so happy. Yeah. I was so happy. I was so happy for the Raiders. I was so happy that Mark Davis was able to eventually do something that his dad never done. Mm-hmm. And I was just so happy for the Raiders and something they deserved for a long time. And I really did get emotional in that stadium. And I even got emotional when I went into the stadium as well for the tour. It was just like, wow, Raider history all around. So I would definitely recommend doing the Allegiant Stadium tour. It's awesome. It's great. I can't wait to get there for a game.
Locker room is amazing. You didn't mention that, but the locker room, what happens in that locker room, and the little 5-minute thing that they do in there is pretty awesome too. But like you said, I can't wait to watch a game in there. It's pretty cool, and I'm ready.
Yeah, it was an awesome tour. One more thing before we end Raider Talks Thursdays is we want to congratulate Yannick Ngakwe on winning AFC Defensive Player of the Week. He played outstanding, and I definitely thought he deserved it.
Yeah, no, me too. And you called it. You said that he was going to have a great game, and he did. He was all over the quarterback. I even think in a single drive he batted down 2 balls in a row. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. And then just with the 2 sacks, and he was always in the quarterback's face. That was impressive.
Yeah, he played great. Congratulations to Yannick Ngakwe. Thank you guys for watching Raider Talks Thursdays. We won't be back till next Thursday because we got a bye week. If you guys get the chance, please follow us on YouTube at Raider Talks, on Twitter at Raider Talks as well, and even we're on Spotify at Raider Talks as well, and on Instagram at LV Raider Talks. I want to thank you guys. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.